welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title, today is all about soft glam. So if you are interested in seeing me do this beautiful soft glam makeup tutorial, just stay tuned for the rest of the video. For skin prep, I always moisturize before I prime, so I'm going to be using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. Yeah, it's getting into those drier months right now, so this is perfect for my skin. You don't have to do too much because remember, we're going to prime as well. Moisturize, and now I'm going to go into the elf putty primer. This one, because it's the only one I have on a hand right now, I am out of everything else, so I'm gonna prime with this. This is marketed to be like pore filling, and I have some open pores right here on my cheek, so I think it's perfect for that. Since we're going for a soft glam look, I am going to be using the NARS Soft Matte Foundation because this is going to give me the perfect amount of coverage and also give me a nice smooth matte base. I have a little palette here that I normally put my foundation on, so I'm just gonna go in and see the coverage on that. The color looks like it's not my shade, however it dries down to its true shade, so in a minute you're gonna see that it gets a little bit darker. So just blend, blend, blend. Okay, so when I was doing my brows, I only lined the bottom because I like to go on top with the same shade foundation, with my foundation shade, instead of using a concealer that's 2 shades lighter. So now I'm just going to take some of my leftover foundation and I'm just going to clean the top of my brows. And I always do my brows off camera because that's like the most tedious part of my makeup routine, and it just takes so long. See, they're not even cousins. They're not even cousins. Like, okay, so I'm just gonna try and fix that. This thing is so hard to open. I'm going in with the NYX Professional Lift and Snatch brow pen, and I think here needs a little bit more substance. I think they look similar now. I don't know why this one looks so sharp. Like, ooh. I'm shaking you guys. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's see if I can fix that with some more foundation. Can I just... Yeah, it's not so sharp anymore. Yeah, it's not so sharp. This one is definitely too sharp right here. Okay, they look kind of decent now, so we're gonna just leave it at that. I'm going to go in with my bronzer and my blush before I conceal. So this is the bronzer. I think this is a bronzing stick. Yeah, from LYS. I love this so much and it blends so well. And this is in the shade No Limit Strength. I think that's the shade. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Just gonna go a little bit right here, not too much. Oof, my hair is in the way. I always feel like I'm not even. So okay, and then we're gonna go on the forehead. As I said, it blends perfectly, so don't be afraid to just put that product on. Yes, I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques brush, and this is number 200. Yeah, and I'm just gonna use this to blend my contour out. You see how easily that blends? Just blends right into my skin. It just melts. Okay, I'm gonna do my forehead now. Like, you don't rush this part. Like, just take your time and just make sure that everything is blending smoothly. Okay, so I'll blend my bronzer to my satisfaction. Now I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty blush and this is in the shade Joy. I love a peachy blush, so I'm just gonna go like 2 dots right here, three dots right here. Just gonna be using the side of my brush, and the blenders, just I think they work better when they're dirty. Is it just me, or do they actually work better when they're dirty? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm delusional, but I just feel as if like the clean blenders just don't do it the same as how. Now, clean your makeup products, because that can lead to breakouts. Like, I am not promoting not cleaning, but I just feel as if like when they have like just a little bit of product on them. Same thing with the brushes. Like, I hate using very clean. Like, whenever I wash my makeup brushes, like, I don't know, it just doesn't do it the same as how it does it when it's a little bit dirty. So this is the amount of blush. You can add more if you want. I like to bring mine up into my brow bone. I don't know why, it just looks cuter that way. So I'm going to be using this concealer from Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade 380. So a concealer, put a little bit in here, and I'm gonna bring it out a little bit just to give my eyes a little lift. Yeah, so just like that. And I like to like bring it into the sides of my nose, my chin for a little bit of balance, and my forehead, of course, and my nose. Same bronzer that I used before, bronzing stick. I'm gonna go in with like a handled brush, like so, and I'm gonna take a little bit, not a lot, a little bit of the same LYS bronzing stick, and I'm just gonna come down and give my nose a shadow. So I'll just use a little bit. It's better for you to go in with a little bit of product, not too much, and you can just build up on that. So now we can start blending out our concealer, and for that I'm going to be using the Real Technique brush, and this is number 402. You can probably tell by now that these are my favorite brushes. Just gonna blend that chin out. Just light tapping motions. You don't want to take all the products away, but you don't want there to be any sharp edges either. So just light tapping motion, just fluffing the edges around out, so everything just look blended and come together. I always leave under my eyes for last, just my personal preference. And the same thing for up here, just a light tapping motions, just to blend all that out. So because my nose are so small, I like to use a little bit more of a denser brush. This is the Real Techniques. You can already tell I love these brushes. The Real Technique brushes. This is number 300. Yeah, and I'm just gonna use this one to do my nose. See that? That's a clean line. The product is staying where I want it. Now we're gonna do under the eyes. Same brush that I was using before, Real Technique 402. And I'm just gonna soften the edges of this. And right here, you see, it's giving my eye that lift. And this is going to come in handy later on when I'm doing my eyeliner. So all these little steps that we take at this stage is going to make all the steps that we have to take later on much more easier. So now, when I was talking about before how the concealer is going to come in handy to help with my nose contour, I'm just bringing the concealer in right here. You can see it's giving me that snatched nose. Now for under the eyes, just look up, gentle tapping motions, no dragging. You do not want to remove the product, you just want to blend it. you're just gonna continue to blend until you're satisfied. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're gonna set all where we have highlighted with the concealer, and I'm gonna be using the One Size setting powder, and this is in the shade Sweet Honey. I like to just put the powder in the cap and then use a powder puff to set all of that. Now when it comes on to using your setting powder to set, put the product on the puff, like put it on the puff, and then you scrape all that excess off back into it. So you just want to make sure that you load up the brush, but you just tap all that excess off. And now I make the ugliest faces when I'm doing this part, but yeah, let's just use that same brush to just blend everything in one more time, and then I'm going to press it in, not tap too hard, just gently press it in. Don't drag the puff, just press it in. Make sure that you're setting in those creases. And see here, compared to here, we're gonna do the same thing for the other eye. And make sure that you don't forget your chin. Remember, you added concealer there as well. Don't forget your nose. Just do the same thing for all the areas where you have highlighted. Just press that powder in. If you like, you can go in and bake, but I'm not a big fan of baking when I'm doing the soft glam look. Like when I'm going full glam now, that's a different story, because I want my makeup to last for hours. Not saying that your makeup is not gonna last this way, but I just feel as if baking is an overkill when I'm doing the soft glam. When I'm doing a soft glam routine, that's just my personal opinion though. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do my favorite part, which is bronzing, and I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami. I like to use this angled fluffy brush. You can just use any fluffy brush you have. Put that product on that brush, and you're just gonna go over the same areas where you applied your cream bronzer. Just gonna set all those areas with your powder bronzer. Now that we are bronzed to the gods, now I'm gonna go in with my micro smoothing powder from Sephora. This is in the shade Ebony, number 60. So what it looks like, and I'm gonna apply this to all the areas where I did not apply highlight, so I didn't set those areas. So this is like it's a powder, so it's basically gonna set everywhere where I did not highlight. You see, even over my lips right here, you can see it's getting a little bit greasy. Yeah, so you're just gonna go in with this and just blur out, and this is perfect to get rid of. So right here, I don't like how you can see my concealer, my bronzer. I want a little bit more of a smoother transition between the two, so this powder comes in handy. Just gonna use that and just go in between both of them to just give that my hair, to just give that blurring effect. So everything just comes in together. Go over my nose, because sometimes the contour between my nose, like my nose contour with the highlights, the bronzer, is a little bit too harsh. Go over it with this powder as well. It just blurs everything. Now I know not everybody likes eyeshadow, and it can be a little bit intimidating to some people, but I just feel like you need a brown eye look when it comes onto the soft glam. So I'm going to be using the Coffee Shop palette from Juvia's Place, and I'm not doing anything fussy, guys. I'm just going to be, this is the blending eye brush. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. The e.l.f. blending eye brush. This is what it looks like. And I'm just gonna go in and just do a quick little eye look. So I'm just gonna go in with this shade, which is close to my skin tone, I would like to say. And then I'm just gonna put that like as my transition shade. Go in, because I have a small eyelid, I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. I'm gonna use this one. This is the e.l.f. eye crease brush. Perfect. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And as it says, it's a creasing brush, so I'm just gonna go in my creasing a little bit. See, I love how pigmented this palette is. And I'm just gonna kind of just bring that in, just lightly buffing that. You see where I add that concealer to give my eye that lift? This is what's gonna guide me to where my where I need to like blend out my eyeshadow into a like a little wing. So I'm just gonna follow that line. See that? And just bring that in. Nothing too fussy, nothing too complicated. It's the same shade I'm using to do this, by the way. Second shade, the same brush that I used to apply the first shade, that transition shade, I'm just gonna use that to fluff out the edges so it doesn't look too sharp. It looks blended. I'm just gonna use, let me see, this one right here. These shades doesn't have names, so I can't tell you the name of the shade. If you have a similar palette or just any brown palette, just try to copy what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna add like a lighter color on the inner part of my eyes. So this is a cute matted soft glam look, perfect for brunch, perfect for daytime. And to easily transform this look into a night look, all you have to do is just add some shimmer. Should we add some shimmer? I think we should add some shimmer. So, gonna go in with another flat brush, but I like to use something a little bit more dense, and I'm gonna add some shimmer. I think I'm gonna go with this one right here in the corner. So just puff that in there. Just a little shimmer, nothing too, not too much. If you want the shimmer to like be like blinding somebody, I would recommend that you apply it with your fingers. This is from Ruby Kisses, and I found this in the beauty supply store. Yeah, I be finding some cute little gems in the beauty supply store. And this is my favorite blush, by the way. And I'm just gonna apply that right here. Ooh, it's a little bit blinding. Listen, what I've noticed nowadays is that these beauty girls, a lot of you guys, that I'm not hating on it, you know, but I think you guys are not seeing the blush. I think y'all are having a little bit of blush blindness. Because sometimes I'm like, oh my God. And sometimes I'm like, do I look like that? Yeah, we look way more put together with our liner. So I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty lip liner in rich brown. And I'm just going to line my lips. I have lip balm on. And as you can see, this pencil works perfectly. Like some pencils, your lip have to be completely dry for them to work. I love that this one. I'm just gonna overline a little bit, not too much now. I don't want them to be giving duck. Gonna go in with a nude lipstick. This one is from Kiss New York Beauty Supply. I'm telling you, a lot of gems in there. And put that in here. Buff, buff, buff. It's perfect. But I think I need a little bit more for brightening. So I'm now gonna go with Anastasia Beverly Hills Pearls, and this is in the shade Guava. This is their creamy lip gloss. This is in the shade Guava. I'm gonna just dab that in the center, like just right here. See? Perfect. Now I'm just gonna, I don't like the way my lips look at the top. Where's the liner? So yeah, I fix that. Yeah. Perfect. I'm gonna go in with this CoverGirl lip gloss. This is Coconuts About You. Let's add some shine. My favorite setting spray is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and I'm just gonna go in with a healthy amount, I would say, of that, and I'm just gonna let that sit and let my face marinate in that for a bit while I do my hair off camera. Okay guys, so I did my hair off camera. Just did these juicy bombshell curls, and this is the final look. This is my makeup up close and personal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Leave any suggestions that you guys have in the comment section. If there's a specific tutorials you like to see, if there's a hair tutorial you like to see, just drop it in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video to your friends.